Title: The Jet That Prejudice Couldn't Ground. A story of power, respect, and justice. The private jet terminal gleamed under the soft glow of pendant lights, its marble floors reflecting the quiet luxury that surrounded it. Sleek jets idled on the tarmac, their engines humming in anticipation. Executives in tailored suits and socialites with designer luggage moved through the space with the practiced ease of those accustomed to wealth. Among them walked Jasmine Reynolds, her poise unmistakable. Her presence alone commanded attention, though her attire was simple: an elegant navy blazer, tailored wide-leg trousers, and sleek leather heels that clicked purposefully against the polished floor. Her natural curls were pulled into a soft updo, and her almond-shaped eyes scanned the terminal with quiet confidence. Jasmine didn't need grand displays to signal her success. The jet waiting outside, a state-of-the-art Gulfstream G700, did that for her. Carrying a black leather tote and her tablet, Jasmine approached the check-in counter, where a young attendant smiled politely. "Good morning, ma'am. May I help you today?" The attendant asked. "I'm here for the Reynolds flight to Geneva," Jasmine replied smoothly. The attendant typed briskly on her keyboard before her eyes flicked back to Jasmine, her smile widening. "Of course, Ms. Reynolds. Everything is in order. Your pilot is finalizing pre-flight checks and will meet you shortly." "Thank you," Jasmine said with a warm nod before stepping aside. That today's flight wasn't just another business trip, it was a pivotal moment. Her luxury skincare brand was on the verge of securing a major European partnership, a deal that could triple its international reach. Years of work had led to this moment. As Jasmine reviewed final notes on her tablet, a man in a crisp pilot's uniform approached. He moved with confidence, his broad shoulders squared beneath his navy jacket. The polished nameplate on his chest read Captain Eric Dawson, but it wasn't his uniform Jasmine noticed first. It was the faint look of skepticism in his eyes. "Captain Dawson?" she asked, extending a hand. The captain hesitated before shaking it, his grip stiff. "Yes, ma'am. You're Ms. Reynolds." "That's right." His eyes flicked briefly to her face before roaming over her tailored suit, her tote bag, and finally back to her face. There was no mistaking the flicker of doubt. "We, don't often have private jet owners check in personally," Dawson commented, his voice layered with forced politeness. Jasmine's eyebrow arched. "Oh, and what kind of owners usually check in?" The captain hesitated, then shrugged. "Well, you know, high-profile clients, corporate execs, old money types. It's rare." Jasmine met his gaze evenly, letting the implication sit between them. "Well, Captain Dawson, consider today an exception." He opened his mouth to respond, but quickly closed it, a hint of red creeping up his neck. "I trust we're ready for departure?" Jasmine pressed. "Of course," he muttered, though the tension in his jaw betrayed his irritation. As he walked away, Jasmine let out a slow exhale. She'd faced this kind of scrutiny before, the kind that questioned how someone like her could own something as extravagant as a private jet. It was never outright hostility, but it didn't need to be. Settling into a plush leather chair in the private lounge, Jasmine tried to refocus on her presentation, but Dawson's demeanor lingered in her mind. She'd worked too hard to be second-guessed by someone who couldn't see past his own biases. That a soft voice interrupted her thoughts. "Ms. Reynolds, can I get you anything while you wait? Coffee? Tea?" It was the check-in attendant, her name tag reading Lena. "Coffee would be great, Lena." "Thank you," Jasmine replied warmly. The young woman beamed and quickly disappeared to fetch it. Jasmine admired her professionalism. It was a refreshing contrast to Dawson's thinly veiled skepticism. Moments later, Lena returned with a steaming cup of dark roast. "Here you go, ma'am. And I just wanted to say, I think it's incredible what you've built. I recognized you from that Forbes feature last month." Jasmine smiled, pleasantly surprised. "Thank you, Lena. I appreciate that." They shared a brief but genuine moment before Lena returned to her station. Minutes later, Jasmine's phone buzzed. It was Trevor Gaines, her company's CFO. "Trevor," she answered. "All good on your end?" "Absolutely. Just wanted to confirm you've got the final numbers for Geneva, he replied. But your voice tells me something's off. Jasmine hesitated, then sighed. Nothing I haven't dealt with before. The pilot gave me the "are you sure on this jet" look. Trevor cursed under his breath. Want me to call the aviation company? No, Jasmine said firmly. I'll handle it. But keep your phone close, just in case. You got it, Trevor replied. But seriously, don't let him mess with you. Don't worry, Jasmine said, a steely edge to her voice. He's not the first. He won't be the last. Asterisk, asterisk, the tension escalates, asterisk, asterisk, the minutes ticked by until Captain Dawson returned, his face a mask of forced professionalism. Ms. Reynolds, we're about ready, he announced, though his tight jawline betrayed his frustration. Jasmine rose, matching his stiff demeanor with cool poise. Excellent, she said. Lead the way. But as they neared the jet, Dawson paused. I just need to double-check some documentation, he said. Though Jasmine immediately sensed this wasn't about paperwork, she crossed her arms. Captain Dawson, I've been cleared by your staff. If there's an issue, say it plainly. He hesitated again. It's just, for a jet like this, we usually confirm with the owner's rep. Jasmine inhaled deeply. I am the owner. The captain opened his mouth, likely to backpedal, but Jasmine's patience had worn thin. You're questioning my place here because I don't fit your image of who should own a jet, she stated. Dawson froze. His silence was all the confirmation she needed. I'll be reporting this, Jasmine continued calmly, to your superiors. For a moment, it looked like Dawson would argue, but her authority left him speechless. Now, she added, shall we board? The captain finally stepped aside. His shoulders tensed as Jasmine ascended the stairs. She heard him mutter under his breath. Unbelievable. But she didn't flinch. Asterisk, asterisk, the fallout, asterisk, asterisk, mid-flight. The skies calm and the jet cruising at 40,000 feet. Jasmine received an email from the aviation company's CEO. Asterisk, asterisk, subject, asterisk, asterisk, immediate investigation. Captain Eric Dawson, asterisk, asterisk, Ms. Reynolds, asterisk, asterisk, thank you for bringing this matter to our attention. We take incidents of bias seriously. Rest assured, we are launching a formal inquiry, and Captain Dawson has been placed on temporary leave that we deeply regret this experience and will work to ensure it never happens again. Sincerely, Jonathan Patel, CEO, Aerolux Aviation. Jasmine smiled faintly. Accountability. Finally, asterisk, asterisk, but she wasn't done. Landing in Geneva hours later, the fallout was already in motion. Captain Dawson was officially suspended pending review. Jasmine didn't celebrate the fallout, not directly. But she felt something deeper. A shift. Not every fight ends with a grand statement. Sometimes, it's quiet victories that echo loudest. Jasmine had come for business, but she'd left something bigger in her wake than a crack in the armor of assumption. And a reminder, prejudice has a price. Asterisk, asterisk, the aftermath, asterisk, asterisk. Weeks later, Jasmine received another email. This time from Lena, the terminal attendant. Asterisk, asterisk, hi Ms. Reynolds. Asterisk, asterisk, just wanted you to know. After everything that happened, Aerolux initiated new inclusivity training for all staff, and they promoted me to lounge supervisor. Thought you might like to know you made a difference. Thank you for standing your ground. Lena. Jasmine closed her laptop, her heart a little fuller. Some flights take you further than any map could predict, and Jasmine Reynolds? She was just getting started. The end.